Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead Season 7 Negan Kill Update, Facts, and Rumors. It's been a very difficult week to get any sort of credible information. Security has been at an all-time high. Very few pictures, very little video surfaced. But today we're going to talk about some social media posts, we'll talk about some print publication quotes, and also an interview with Robert Kirkman, the Ask Me Anything. So the first picture we have here is the Paramount Hotel. It's right outside of Times Square. The reason this is important, this is where Denaya has spent the majority of her week while the other actors have been back in Atlanta filming. So this is the picture she tweeted out a couple hours ago, the Tony Awards luncheon with Bryan Cranston. Now look, being in New York does not necessarily say she's the person that died. It just says she's a busy woman and she's got a lot of things going on. But her co-stars are back in Atlanta filming and she's not. So another rumor that has recently surfaced is Dwight, Sherry, and Daryl. So you can see on the Spoiling Dead fan page on Filming Friday, it went late. Hearing it went till 3 a.m. They have reason to believe they're actually filming at the Sanctuary, which is the Savior's headquarters. We suspect Negan, Dwight, and perhaps Sherry were filming there. If you scroll down, there was another person that we're hearing was sighted there on Friday, and that person is Daryl. This is unconfirmed. So there's a little bit of your rumor. What I'm hearing is perhaps Daryl was captured. He was taken back with them after the other person was killed, and maybe that'll shine a little bit of light on the backstory with Dwight and tell everybody why exactly his face got disfigured there. And there's some things that Dwight and Daryl have to work out as well too. So we'll move forward to another publication. I thought this was funny. I just wanted to read this to you guys. This is the Inquisitor. Sometimes you get good information, sometimes you get crazy information, but it basically says Glenn is the one on the set to be killed off, Walking Dead Season 7, but it goes on to say, however, the publication also pointed out that it could be Abraham, Maggie, Michonne, or Daryl. So it's kind of like some of my theories. I think I went back and forth on a few of those as new information surfaces. But in this particular one, they're just basically saying it could be anyone that's still available in the lineup. So let's not believe everything that we read. Do our due diligence. So let's move forward and talk a little bit about the interview with Robert Kirkman. This is the AMA, the Ask Me Anything. You can see there's a brief introduction. He talks about his new show, Outcast, and he goes on to say, you probably know me best as creator of my wildly famous comic, Battle Pope, or possibly the creator of the Walking Dead comic and TV series, one of those. You never know with him when he's trolling fans or when he's not trolling fans. So here's a couple questions he answered I thought were really interesting. So, embarrassed, I totally missed your joke. My favorite flavor of ice cream is Negan killed Carl. And a little bit later on, he says, I really don't like to spoil things at random on things like that. Negan killed Carl. So twice he mentions this. Once again, is he trolling, throwing it out there, or is it just that obvious to him? Here are some of the upcoming Walker stalkers, and I think it's important to see who's out there doing publicity for the show. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to be alive, not going to be alive, but I just thought it was interesting stuff. Take a look at Chicago, New Jersey. You can see Chandler Riggs. You can see Josh is there as well, too. You also got Morgan. Morgan's in a lot of them. The next one, you got Boston in July. You got Abraham's going to be there. Sasha's going to be there. Morgan once again. Go to Philadelphia. We got Morgan. We got Carl. We got Eugene once again. The governor's going to be there. We know that he's passed on already. But in October, take a look at this. You got Morgan. You got Daryl. You got Carl. You got Jesus is going to be there. And in December, you got the Orange Crush. Abraham's going to be there again. You got Morgan and also Chandler Riggs. So a lot of time on their hands, as I said before. Being out doing the cons doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to live through the Negan event, but it does mean that they are getting a little bit of publicity. Okay, let's go back over to social media. This is a post from a few hours ago, and you can see Rosita, Abraham, Eugene, all chilling out, hanging together. They finished filming for the weekend, but it's just always cool to see the three of them together. A couple hours later, you can see Christian Serratos once again posting, and this is the Shaky Beats concert. So where some people are flying out to New York to do Tony luncheons, she's hanging out, taking in some of the local concerts in Atlanta. And a lot of the actors have been seen all around Atlanta. One thing that's really interesting about that is Michonne Denai has not been seen on set a whole lot, nor has she been seen around the town like some of the other actors. You've seen Glenn, you've seen Daryl, a few other people having lunch out there. You've seen Maggie and also Rosita having lunch together. But Denai is, maybe she's got one foot out. Who knows? So her aspiring career on Broadway could be taking over, and I still feel very strongly she may be the person to exit the show. This doesn't prove anything concrete. I'm just trying to be a hub to get all the information and data for you guys. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your comments on what you know below. Peace.